Some of you this week had pink flamingos in your yard. Pink flamingos ended up in my front yard on Thursday night, and here's a bit of what happened. So welcome to today's House to House. Apparently, I have been flocked. This is last Thursday, 14th of November, and I've got flamingos all over my yard. And now it's up to me to donate to Young Life here and offer to send these birds migrating to someone else's house. So this is literally a house to house with the birds. Some of you have asked what is happening with Young Life. I'll tell you about that in just a moment, but thought I'd give you a chance as well to enjoy the flocking. Tomorrow I'm going to go to the next house that I have chosen to send them to, but it was a fun surprise to come home last night and find birds all over my lawn, and to know that Young Life thought of me. So let's go on to the next place. See you tomorrow morning. Hey, and here are the flamingos. Now it's last Friday on Manteca Court. They might be showing up at your house sometime this week, so you never know. And here the birds ended up somewhere on Havenhurst, and most recently ended up on Bay River. This is one of the kids raising money for camp. And there's a few kids from Kennedy High School that will be going to Woodleaf Camp this weekend, and I get to go with them. So I won't be with you in worship, but I'll be with some of these kids. And most of these kids, I think pretty much all of them, have really no church experience, no experience with who God is. And we've been sort of patient through this process of Young Life and waiting to see what God is going to do. Today's Psalm 40, says, "I waited patiently for the Lord, and He heard my cry, and He drew me up out of the miry bog." It says. A friend of mine gave me that passage, or reminded me of that passage, at a time when God drew me up literally out of a muddy spot, and he was a part of that situation as well, and really sensed God's presence in a difficult time in my own life. And I'm my prayer, and if you'll join me in it, is that these few kids, I think there's just about 5 or 6 at this point, that we've gotten to know at Kennedy, that will be going to this camp, to prayers, is that God will hear them as well, that they will hear God and will sense God's presence at perhaps a time in their own life when God will meet them there. So thankful to many of you who have joined me. Some of you have asked what is going on with Young Life. We have started meeting on Monday evenings in a home and just spending time getting to know one another and hearing just the simple gospel message of Christ's love. And it's such a great place of hearing that, watching these kids hear that for the first time and begin to ask questions and process that. But just the relationship building that's happening at this point. I pray that would really take off in this weekend that we have together. Thanks for asking questions. Maybe you'll get some birds in your front yard. But I wanted to give everyone a chance to contribute to Young Life. If you wanted to do that, we do have a fund set up here at Faith for that. So you're welcome to contribute, whether you get birds in your yard or not. And I'll leave the link for that in the description of the video. And thanks again for being prayerful with us and thinking of ways that we can reach out to Kennedy High School and seeing God's hand in this. Have a great day. Peace.